How's it going, everybody? My cup of tea here, back to the reaction video, and we're here to watch the newest Cj Dachamp video. Yay, yay. Now, this was not even planned. I did not plan to watch this video today. Actually, I was going to watch some Power Ranger stuff and some Inazuma 11 today, but for some reason, somehow, I didn't know this. Cj Dachamp dropped a new video, which I thought he was going to take like a 1 month, 2 month break from his last video, which was the Doflamingo one. Really good, really good. So today we're going to be watching Light Yagami, anime's deadliest serial killer 2. Because the last one was Hiro Shishigami, the crazy one, with the robot, cyber, that guy, that was crazy. Now, I have to confess something real quick. I have not fully watched Death Note. Yes, I know, that's pretty crazy to say. But I remember I watched a good part of it, and I just stopped watching. But I know what happens at the end. And yeah, so I'm sorry. That's my one anime sin of the day. I did not fully watch Death Note. But hey, this should still be a good time. Let's get into this. Let me stop talking. Let's go. Audio check. Okay. I just want to test the audio real quick. 1 second. Alright, so my audio sounds good, so let's get into this video. Crazy way to start it. It's a crazy way to start it.
I'm going to jail!
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for another installment of anime's deadliest serial killers. And today we dive into the case of the most notorious serial killer in anime history. And that is none other than Kira, aka Light Yagami. And my God, with all the evidence and the amount of victims this man racked up, this case is gonna be a beefy one. So let's stop wasting time. So without further ado, it's time to dive in to the Kira case. Light Yagami, one of the most diabolical niggas to ever exist.
One of the most iconic laughters too.
That ranges in the 6 figures.
Really?
It had a whole cult praising this nigga, thinking that he's the Messiah.
Okay, I didn't get that far into the anime. I didn't know about that.
Had a whole cult praising this nigga, thinking that he's the Messiah.
I need somebody to help me glorify God and stretch out your arms, open up your mouth, and say anyway.
But you have to wonder how the actual did this generic ass background character looking toothpick built
hold on now. Let's not disrespect him too much now.
Notorious mass murderers in fiction. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is why we are here. So first off, we need to know what the hell the weapon was to commit all these homicides. And that, of course, is the Death Note. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody knows how this thing works. But if you forgot, here's a quick refresher. The human whose name is written in this note shall die. The note will not take effect unless the writer has the person's face in their mind when writing his or her name. Therefore, people sharing the same name will not be affected. If the cause of death is written within 40 seconds of writing the person's name, it will happen. And finally, after writing the cause of death, details of the death should be written in the next 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Now, with all of that explained, we can now move into the first major incident. And that is, of course, the first confirmed 52 victims. Now, when Light first found the Death Note, when it conveniently dropped right in front of him, he thought to himself, man, this is some bullshit. What is this, a sick joke? Who the hell would believe this? But Light, being a little curious George, decided to take the book. So later on, when Light got home, bro was a little bored. So he ended up thinking in his head, I mean, it doesn't hurt to try it out, right? So Light's intrusive thoughts took over. So he ended up turning on the news and hearing, breaking news! A local crackhead is holding 8 children hostage at a daycare. So Light said, F it, let's write this guy's name down. I mean, he's a criminal after all. So 40 seconds later, the news comes back on and says, breaking news! The children have been set free and the assailant just f***ed over and died. Well, this man Light was shook. He was like, no. It was just a coincidence, right? No fucking way, right? But it was no coincidence. This local crackhead was the first victim of Light. But Light needed more proof because he thought it just had to be a random coincidence that bro had a heart attack when he wrote his name down.
Makes sense, you know. Is a magical book gave you magic book caused that? I wouldn't believe that too. Gotta test a little bit more.
So later on that same night, While Light is walking back from cram school, he ends up seeing this lady walking, and these bikers come up and start to harass her.
I remember this.
Biker bastard right here ends up saying, "Hey there, pretty lady. How about you come fuck with a real nigga and come in, spit on that."
Ew, disgusting.
So these freaky ass niggas try to redo a healer shorty in the parking lot. But Light was
crazy show and manga.
watching the whole thing like, "Not on my watch, you 69 gods." So he wrote bro's name down and made the cause be of accidental death, and the rest was history. Old girl breaks away while ugly bastard tries to track her down.
Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet.
To another world.
Yeah, I remember that. Good old truck coon being good for
Just
once.
like that, Light caught another body, and this man was stunned. He was like, no fucking way. I just summoned the truck coon. That means I must be a fucking god.
God, yep.
And at this point, Light's god complex was born. This man went back to the crib, locked the door looking like he about to beat that thing, and said, "I'm about to cleanse this world of its garbage." So this man looked up a list of criminals and just started getting active.
That's the thing about that's crazy. This man said, "Oh, this works. Shoot, time to get active with this." Whoa, buddy, you're insane. And he could have used this power for good. Could have used it for good.
Bitch. So this man looked up a list of criminals and just started getting active. This nigga started writing so fast, it looked like he had an essay due the next day. He just started racking up bodies. Body. Going crazy, thinking in his head, "Yeah, that ugly bastard that was talking to that little girl the other day, enjoy being unemployed with Dr. Disrespect."
Dang, he's trying to make a comeback, by the way. I heard.
The whole night just writing down names until 2 whole pages were full. And look at his.
I'll eat with my right. I'll write with my right hand and chew chips with my left hand. What was the meme? Yeah, I think that was the meme. Yeah, I think that was it. Missing something. I don't know. Let's keep it going.
Man breathing hard as hell, looking like he just ran a 5K. And just off of that one night, this man killed 52 criminals. Now, here's the wild part. That was just criminals that died of heart attacks. Because when Interpol got this information, they was like, there could be some people that were unaccounted for. So that death toll could have easily been over 100.
Just like that, the first
after
episode.
Light racked up all of his first
2
victims.
episodes?
The name Kira started spreading like wildfire because Light was constantly dropping off niggas. Every single day, he was killing multiple criminals, and people all around the world was supporting this man. They had Reddit threads and Discord servers just blazing this nigga, and this just amped up his god complex even more. Bro, just looking at this Light, yeah, that's right. Glaze me, nigga.
Glaze.
Willie. And of course, now he got this
Glaze
A1 instigating Shinigami.
I just saw in the feed that they dropped it. Go back a little bit. Yeah, I just saw that they dropped. RDC were dropped a new Hood Olympics 2024 like a few minutes ago. I have to watch that too. That was also not in my predictions, not in my plans to watch today.
One instigating Shinigami Ryuk attached to his hip the whole time now. But even though Light was killing only criminals, at the end of the day, it was still murder. And this is when this man fell for the trap. Now, this is the moment where you just think to yourself, what if Light never made this crucial mistake? And that mistake was killing Linda L. Taylor on live TV. So
Oh yeah,
those fake.
No, not. Oh, okay, I remember that one. Yeah, I remember this part right here because this was a very crucial mistake, I believe. I won't spoil it in case you never watched Death Note, but yeah, this I think changed like kind of everything. Like oh shoot, maybe I should be more careful now with Light. But yeah, no, this is good. This is fun. This is funny. And we're back.
Worldwide public service announcement comes on TV, and this man announces himself as L, but obviously this ain't L. But Light didn't know. So Linda L. Taylor starts speaking and saying, "Good afternoon, world. My name is Linda L. Taylor. Kira, if you're watching this, we have a message for you. You are evil, and you are just a mindless serial killer, and I'm gonna bring your punk ass to justice." So while Light is watching this, here come this instigating ass nigga. Ooh, Light, I'm not gonna lie, that nigga pressing your shit right now. So what the fuck you gonna do about it, huh? So here come this man Light, his ego is challenged. You think I'm fucking evil? Quit all that fucking yapping, nigga. I am God, and you can stop my divine dick 6 feet under. So So Light got to work quick. He wrote bro's name down in a heartbeat, and after
He made
finished,
that
he
big
was like, "Yeah,
on that
that's
page.
right. I'll show the world what happens if you defy me." So 40 seconds later, and Lind L. Taylor has a heart attack, croaks over, and dies. And here go Light thinking he got it in the bag. What's wrong? Huh? Get the fuck up, huh? Pussy, you was talking to that shit.
What's good, fuck, nigga?
Dang.
You was one dumbass nigga. You really think I get my introverted ass on TV and press you like this? You one stupid ass nigga, and now I know all your shit. The dude you just killed, yeah, he was due for execution today anyway, so he could go off. Also, this is not a worldwide broadcast. We only broadcasting this in the Kanto region of Japan. So guess what, motherfucker? I know exactly where you
Got
at.
that narrowed down.
Motherfucker, go on ahead and try to kill me. Do it. Come on. I'm waiting for you right here. Don't be a pussy bitch. Show me you got some
We got some
balls.
balls.
Or is it that you need a name and a face?
Fuck. He got your ass.
Shut up.
You
Couldn't
know
be
this.
me,
On
though.
my mama, I'm coming for your bitch ass, and I'm gonna put your nigga ass in the slammer.
I didn't know there was a trap beat for the Death Note. Light. Yeah, the light thing or the carrot, whatever.
So after this man L played Light like a fool and
He
pressed
did.
the living hell out of him, the investigation on Kira went into full effect. So this is where we move on to our next set of evidence and next set of victims. And our first key victim is Ray Pinber. Now, Ray Pinber was a FBI agent. Yeah, this case got so big that this man L ended up getting help from the FBI to come solve this case. Because that's how horrendous this shit got. Because Light was murdering like 23 niggas a day at this point. He was dropping at
That's
least one
wild.
body an hour and just toying with L the whole time. So L suspected that whoever Kira was had to have ties to the police, because how the hell would this person be getting all this information on these criminals? And what do you know? Light's dad is the police chief. So L basically made every single person that had ties to the police be kept under surveillance by the FBI. And Ray Pember's job was to survey Light. And obviously Light didn't need this type of heat. So Light decided, I'm gonna have to put this man in a coffin. So Light came up with this
That's not wise. That's not wise at all, Light. But hey,
devious ass plan, and that was the bus jacking incident.
Oh, wait, yeah, the
so
plan,
for
never
this,
mind.
Light needed a guinea pig, so he found another local crackhead on the most wanted list, Kichiro Otsuruda. I'm not gonna lie, I just butchered that man's name.
It's
so
okay.
the
It
second
sounded
part
right
of his
for me.
plan, he needed a shorty. So this man dialed up one of his shorties on his roster and called her and said, "Hello."
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking my shit. I'm horny as fuck.
I hate it.
man.
I hate this, man. I hate this, man.
You some freaky ass nigga.
So the next day, Light ends up meeting the girl to go on their date to Disneyland. And of course,
he's so
Ray
evil.
Pember is right behind them following them, all according to Light's plan. So they end up getting on the bus, and Ray Pember sits right behind them. So about a good 15 minutes later, they stop at the next bus stop, and the local crackhead gets on the bus. And this man wasted no time. He cocked back the gun and said, "All right, everybody, sit the fuck down and do your best Rosa Parks impersonation. I'm gonna blow this nigga brains
Jeez.
out." But sir, please, I ain't playing with you, nigga. So this man called up Disneyland and said, "Bring out all the cash you made today. And make sure the
Disneyland?
nigga that's bringing out got on a Minnie Mouse costume."
Sir, we're able to comply with your demands, but why the Minnie Mouse
Yeah,
costume?
why?
So I could get my nut off, nigga.
That's wild. Hey, run for your life. He needs to go. He needs to go.
The fuck else you expect? So while this lunatic is high out of his mind and going wild, this man Ray Pember leans over and says, "All right, y'all, like he said, stay calm and do your best Rosa Parks impersonation. My name is Ray Pember, FBI." So when this man Light looked at this man's
GG.
ID, bro just smirked and thought in his head, "Stupid ass nigga, all according to plan." So Light digs in his pocket and drops a piece of paper on the floor. So the crackhead's like, "The fuck you moving for, you little shit? You want me to blow your brains out, nigga?" But Light meant to drop that paper because that was
the
a
game
piece
plan.
of the Death Note. So old boy turns around and starts tweaking because he ends up seeing Ryuk behind him. So bro just starts emptying the mag, trying to shoot this man Ryuk, but obviously it ain't working. So bro ran up to the bus driver and said, "Oh Lord, get me off this bus." So the bus driver stops. Bro runs out into the street, and Cartoon comes flying down the
Oh,
street.
I remember this part.
Flipping
Jesus.
his nigga's guts like the Nickelodeon logo.
I don't remember that part.
And of course, Light is sitting on this bus with no emotion, looks at his watch and said, 11:45 on the dot, right on schedule.
This man's twisted. This man's crazy. This man is crazy than Hero. I forgot his last name because Hero, he didn't have any emotion because he was from that video. Because he's like a cyborg, a machine. Light is a human. He's just messed up. That God complex is so strong with this man, this child, this creature.
Light staged this entire bus jacking because using the Death Note, he made this man board the bus, attempt to hijack it, then jump out and get hit by a car due to accidental death. And then at the end of this, Ray Pember thinks nothing suspicious of this man because he thought, he couldn't be Kira because he would have just offed him when he got on the bus. Right. So now this man does not suspect Light, and Light has his name. So after Light boomed the second local crackhead, it was time to move into phase 3 of his plan. So
he's
about a week
smart
later, at
character.
a subway station, he ends up seeing Ray Pember walking. So Light puts on his hood looking like he about to hit a lick. So he gets behind him and says, Ray Pember, don't move a fucking muscle or I'll drop your ass right here. So Light tells this man that he's Kira. And to prove it, he said, look over there. You see that nigga with them glasses on? I'ma drop that nigga right now.
Why?
Right
what did he do?
Starts having a heart attack and dies.
Why? Is that an innocent person you just killed?
Bro straight up off this man in the public eye. And then Light told him, don't worry, you shouldn't feel bad for him. He was a registered sex offender and a PDF file. Caught him talking to 3 little boys the other day. So Light gives him an earpiece in the PDF file. Caught him talking to 3 little boys the other day. So Light gives him an earpiece and tells him to board a train.
Still murder, so it's not
Light
like
tells him to open the envelope, and he sees all these papers. So Light says in his ear,
I want you to write your boss's name and every single FBI agent that came here in Japan. Do it, I'ma drop your ass and your bitch right the fuck now.
So Ray Pember writes down all the names. So after this, Light told him wait 30 minutes and then get off the train. So 30 minutes pass. Ray Pember gets off the train and it happens.
Oh, there it is. Never mind. I thought he was gonna get hit by a train.
And right before the lights went out, this man looked up and saw who Kira was the whole time and thought before he died, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Evil.
So after
evil,
the lights
went out
for Ray Pember, so did the rest of the FBI's. Cause the sheet that Ray Pember wrote those names on were Death Note sheets. So the other 11 agents that were in Japan and his boss shortly died right after Ray.
We need Conan and Yagami in here. We need some Detective Conan, some what's his name? The greatest detective. We need some Batman in here. We need some Sherlock Holmes. There we go. We need help. We need help here.
And just like that, Light Yagami did the unthinkable. This man bitched the FBI because the director of the FBI calls L and tells him,
Mr. L, I'm sorry, but
America's gonna have to pull out of this one. This shit's getting out of hand. Now it seems that Light is ready to make his victory lap, but there was one problem. There was a loose end, and that loose end was Ray Pember's fiance, a former FBI agent. So she did some snooping around and quickly figured out whoever Kira was had to be on that bus. Also, she ended up figuring out that he can kill in other ways besides a heart attack. So a couple days later, she goes to the police station because she's basically figured out this entire thing. All she needs to know was who was on the bus. So when she goes to the police station and asks to speak to Light's dad, who is over the case, just by coincidence, Light walks in and overhears her talking about it. So Light was like, who the hell is this bitch? So he walks up to her and tells her, hi, excuse me, ma'am. My name's Light. Pleasure to meet you. You see, my dad is the chief of the police force, so I can help you out real quick. You know what I'm saying? So they end up walking outside and they start chatting it up. So the first thing Light asks is, Miss Beautiful Miss, can I have your name? So she says, my name's Shoko Maki. So Light already has the name. So now his plan was to just talk her up, figure out what she knows, and if she knew too much, he was gonna offer. So they kept on talking, and she just kept on yapping, but everything she said was right. And the real stinger was, she said that, so my fiance said that he showed somebody his ID, and he wasn't supposed to. So whoever he showed his ID to, that's most definitely Kira. So Light was like, shit, she knows way too much. She got to die now. Cause if they pull up them bus cameras, Light's cooked. So here go this sinister ass nigga. So bro starts asking her questions, but in reality, he's writing down her name.
Like, that's so evil. I remember this scene. That was so evil. That was such an evil thing to do. I'm like, dang. She over here heartbroken about her fiance dying, and she like trusting this kid for like you to help. And then he does his heinous thing.
Light thinks he's got her, but a couple of more seconds pass, and she's still alive.
Fake name.
Out because Ryuk's ass was laughing at him the whole time that she used the alias. So that was
forgot about that.
So Light is starting to panic. It is do or die right now, because if she gets back to the police station, he's done. So he pulled this last trick out of his ass.
Okay, this is hard to remember.
Well, you see, ma'am, it's gonna be actually impossible for you to go back to the police station because they're very busy right now. But it's okay though, because I'm on the Kira task force. Oh my gosh, really? Yeah, I have connections to L too. So this Pinocchio long-nosed lion ass nigga basically baited her and told her, you know what, ma'am, you are really smart. You should join the task force with us. All you gotta do is show me your ID so I can check your credentials. So obviously, she jumped at the idea because she wants to bring her fiance's killer to justice.
Right.
So she whips out her
bad.
ID and it's over. Light saw her real name, wrote it down, and made the Cosby of unaliving herself. So right before tragedy was about to strike, she asked this man, why do you keep on looking at your watch? Oh, because I'm Kira. Duh, stupid bitch.
That face. Oh my gosh. When I saw it, I'm like, no. It's bad enough you tricked her, but then you told her who you were, and there's nothing she can do because she's gonna die. That's the face of this bitch. Oh, what a character.
And it was over. She ended up walking away, and she's going to unalive herself in GTA. And while she's walking away, this sick nigga is just talking and saying, oh, ma'am, what's wrong? You still need to use my phone, right? I thought we were gonna catch Kira.
And
what makes this even more tragic, they never found her body. We don't know what the hell happened to her. All we know is that she unalived herself. And with that, the bus jacking incident comes to a close. Alrighty, chop, moving on. We got more people dying. Flip the board for our next set of
Let's flip it.
Now.
Oh, thank you. We need that break. Oh, good. Kung Fu Panda. Oh, yeah, that's right. Kung Fu Panda. Whatever. Oh, yeah. No, that scene. That's a very tragic scene right there. Not a lot of people talk about that scene in like just in anime history, because that scene messed up. Because you got Fullmetal Alchemist, Sho Tucker turned his daughter into a chimera. That's messed up. This scene right here, messed up. Some other like sad, messed up scenes in anime history. I can't not remember off the top of my head, but I know they exist, and I know I've seen them before. I think Made in Abyss, right? That's kind of got some. I heard it's like a sad show. I never watched it myself. I think that's also like sad, has a sad scene, but we'll talk about it later maybe. Yeah, no, sad. Ooh, All right, here we go.
Chop, moving on, we got more people dying. Flip the board for our next set of evidence. Now, obviously, we know Light's biggest opposition is L, one of the smartest characters in fiction. This nigga's anime Sherlock Holmes, and this man was on Light's ass 24/7, because he always had a hunch that Light was Kira. I mean, he literally walked up to bro and said, hey, man, my name's L, and I think there's a 5% chance that you're Kira.
What?
Don't show me the crustaceans.
Sure all the way, but there's like a 5% chance, bruh. He had this man join the Kira task force to keep an eye on him more. He even had cameras set up in his room, watching him 24/7. So you know damn well that he was watching him yanking his shit.
I guess so.
And don't be acting like I'm reaching. You think Light was cracking Misa? Fuck no, he hated this bitch.
He did.
Speaking of that,
100%.
let me go ahead and introduce the accomplice.
Hated her.
The second Kira, Misa.
The SpongeBob, yes, this fits.
This girl suffers from brain rot.
Yes.
And she's just deeply in love with this nigga. And the reason why is because her parents were murdered. And lo and behold, guess who brought justice to the murderer?
It was like
off that nigga. And how she got a death note is even crazier. One night
how did she
was
get that?
walking home and she got approached by some crazy ass stalker nigga. And he was ready to kill her. So a Shinigami named Jealous that was weirdly in love with her decided to save her
Awkward.
life and kill the stalker at the cost of his life. So Rim decided, I might as well give her the death note. He would have wanted it this way. And Tada, Miss Brainrot, became the second hero. So Light decided to use her because she had the Shinigami eyes and she could see any person's name just by looking at them. But at the cost of halving your lifespan though. But Light knew he
She
needed
did not
her to
care.
dip in
She
his
did not
bag
care.
so he could kill people 10 times easier. So he made her pose as his girlfriend. So time passes, and one day, Elle ends up capturing Misa, suspecting her of being the second Kira, because they raided her apartment and just found a bunch of shit. So she got put in confinement. So Light said, F it, it's time to activate my master plan.
Okay.
So to make sure Misa did not confess, he had Rim make her relinquish ownership of the Death Note, so it would wipe all of her memories of it. Then had Rim and Ryuk swap notebooks, and in the notebook, he wrote down 2 BS rules. That basically said, if the person that is using the notebook hasn't wrote down a name in 13 days, they die.
Ooh.
And if you destroy the notebook, all the humans that have used it will die.
Wait, so if you make this note unusable by tearing it up or burning it, all the humans. Oh, and I'm assuming they got the Death Note. The police force got the Death Note in custody, so they're like passing it around from each other. So they were touching it. Oh wow! So he's gonna kill more than 2 birds in 1 stone, because he's gonna kill probably the crazy lady, because she can't write anything. She's in confinement, and so evil.
They die. And if you destroy the notebook, all the humans that have used it will die. So he told Rim, go give this notebook to a greedy, power-hungry bastard and let them become Kira. While I give myself up to L, relinquish ownership of the Death Note and go into solitary confinement for a total of 50 days. And that's what Light did, because on day 7 of his confinement, Light gave up his ownership of the Death Note and lost all of his memories of it to take all suspicion off of him. And on day 15, the murders started back up again. And the person murdering these people was Mr. Kyosuke Higuchi of the Yotsuba group. So him and this group decided to kill other businessmen to further the growth of their company. These niggas was Disney just building a bigger monopoly. But their downfall was they had some rats. And that was these 2 right here, because they basically sold out and was talking to L the whole time. So over time, after Light and Misa was released from confinement, and L and Light, the 2 smartest niggas on the earth working on the case simultaneously, ended up figuring out that it was Higuchi. So
okay, so ignore what I said before. My entire thought process was wrong. I thought she's gonna die. Okay, never mind. Listen, that's why he's a smart character, and I'm just a watcher. I'm just here watching.
One night, they end up baiting him out with a fake broadcast saying that they're about to reveal who Kira is. So later on, while this man is speeding down the road, he ends up getting stopped by a cop. So the cop do his thing. He like, license and registration, please. So Higuchi's like, all right. But this man was not reaching for the license. He was reaching for the Death Note. And he made the Shinigami ideal so he could see the officer's name. So he wrote bro's name down, then just hit the gas.
That's crazy.
So
That's crazy.
Starts a whole high-speed chase running from this cop. And about 5 seconds later, the cop ends up having a heart attack and crashes into the back of a truck.
Always the truck.
Victim by truck coon.
It's always the truck coon.
Is on a tear. So that man L said, all units arrest this nigga. And I kid you not, this shit went from Death Note to Tokyo Drift. So
let me see. I don't remember this one.
Task force chasing him, L Light and Watery in the chopper, and they was not playing games. They said this shit ends tonight. So while this man Higuchi is speeding on the road, this man runs into a police blockade. So he ends up getting cornered and he is trapped. So he tries to drive the other way, but FaZe Watery is up here on the
FaZe Watery
and says, not on my watch, fuckboy. And shoots his tire out.
Nice shot.
Spin out and he crashes into the wall. And it was over for Higuchi. They surrounded that man.
I want to watch some more Initial D videos. Got some hype driving in that.
So they cuff him, pin him down, and they start interrogating him. Now here is where this master manipulator comes full circle. So while they're interrogating him, Higuchi tells him that there is a notebook that allows him to do all of his killings. So Light Dad goes in and searches the car, and he finds the Death Note. So when he touches it and starts looking through it, he ends up seeing Rim and freaks the out. So then the other detective comes over, and he says, Chief, are you all right? The fuck you screaming for?
Oh, shit!
So that man L says, bring the notebook over to the helicopter. So L gets the notebook and just starts staring into nothingness, just going into a deep thought. But he ended up realizing there has to be more than one notebook because there were 2 Kiras. And while that was happening, Light was like, let me see it. And Light grabbed the notebook and started tweaking. Bro looked like he entered the avatar.
Oh, God.
Every single
I remember seeing this scene
back
on YouTube
to this
stuff.
man's head. So L was like, bro, are you good? And Light was like, oh, yeah, I'm perfectly fine. It swaps over to his face.
Evil.
And it's over.
Evil.
This nigga just thinking, yes, I've won. All according to plan.
Cake.
So this man pulls out a
according to
piece
cake.
of paper that he had in his watch, plucks himself and makes him bleed, and writes down Higuchi's name with his blood. And 40 seconds later, while they're taking him back to the car to arrest him, Higuchi has a heart attack, falls to his knees, and dies.
Wait, he was planning that far ahead? So he was like, I'm gonna lose my memory. So let me just wear this watch that has like a needle inside. And when I grab this death note, I'll remember everything. I'm like, all right, cool. I gotta kill this guy who got the death note. That's some crazy level planning. Oh, he is smart. He's one of the smartest characters in history, anime history.
And look at this man's face, bro. It is all over. It was just about to get worse from here. So they get back to headquarters and they start looking over the death note and they find those fake bogus rules that Light made. And that fake 13 days rule basically cleared him and Misa's name. So they were off the hook. So this is when Light's mass manipulation went overboard. He made Misa go find the other death note, gain all of her memories back, then left a note saying, yeah, you remember that guy L? Find his real name and kill him. So she makes the Shinigami ideal again, cutting her lifespan in half again. And he makes her start killing people again. And this is where Rim ended up realizing what Light's full plan was. And that was to get suspicion back on Misa so that Rim would have to intervene and kill L to protect Misa because Rim deeply cared about Misa.
Yeah, his face. Oh, I'm sorry for pausing so much. Oh, the planning. Oh, he's so evil. Oh, I like him though. He's so evil though. Ah.
So it was pretty much wraps from here. The power goes out and she done already killed Watery. This old man fighting for his life. So he ends up deleting all the data and then a few seconds later, it happens. L has a heart attack, falls over, and before he dies, the last thing that he sees is this evil,
oh my God,
just to rub it in at the last second, and the lights went out.
I didn't know that's how he killed L. I thought like maybe L slipped up because let me start over. I thought he killed L because because I know in the anime they're like getting like closer, like they're bonding. At one point I think they played tennis together. I might be misremembering that. So I thought maybe he might have slipped up and gave Light his real name. But no, he used the other Shinigami to write L's name to protect the woman that he likes. Light's so smart.
L was dead.
R.I.P. L. In a tribute to L, let me hit his iconic posture pose. You won't see my head though, but I'm gonna. It's like this, right? Yeah, it's like this. That, I don't know, let me stop. Such a weird pose, L. Such a weird pose. And we're back. Alright. Yeah, there we go.
Now here comes the attitude swap up. Look at this fucker. He's like,
oh, no, it
was the Shinigami, guys. You know, y'all, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I really do hate this nigga. But I have to admit, game is game. This man is the best mass manipulator.
That's what I'm saying.
Beside this bastard.
This is Monster, right? I have never watched this. I always seen this face. I should watch this. I don't think it's that long. Should I react to it? I don't know. John, right? Is that his name? I always heard about this character, or not, saw this character. I don't know what he does. I think he's like a murderer, I think. I don't know.
So then later he ends up finding Rim's pile of ashes because she died because she was saving Misa, and Light just casually takes his death note back. So after this, Light was about to go on another mass murder requiem. This man stands at the top of the building, pulls out his pen, and just started going on a rampage. These 2 people that were on the task force, that were basically convicts, on a rampage.
They say bootleg Nina Williams. Yeah, that says bootleg Nina Williams from Tekken.
that were on the task force that were basically convicts, yeah, it was raps for them. Bootleg Nina Williams. She's out here riding her motorcycle. She has a heart attack, crashes the motorcycle, and dies. And this next one was tragic. This dude right here, Iber, his wife and kid walks in the room, and the kid's like, Daddy!
No!
Just to see his dad's corpse.
No! Jesus Christ.
Oh man, and y'all remember the Yotsuba group? They thought they were scot-free. Renji gets up and tells Suguru that we did it, man. This is a new start for Yotsuba. Yeah, man, our stock is about to roar.
You trying to have a successful business life? Not on his watch.
Just for this man to fall over, cough up blood, and old boy right here knew he was cooked. He has a heart attack, and every single member of the Yotsuba group died. But Light didn't stop there. Now, I have a theory, because they didn't confirm this, but I honest to God think that this is true. While he's on this killing montage, it shows all the past news reporters that have reported on this man. Now, you see this woman right here. Peep this. On this board where it shows a bunch of criminals being wiped out, she is on the bottom right, and her picture goes out. So that tells me this nigga killed all of the news reporters that said some shit about him.
Oh
no! I'm actually fucking sick.
Oh
nigga
no!
Said, fuck bad press. Y'all can suck my dick, TMZ.
He said, "Oh, Complex, you get it too." Oh no! If you know about Complex, you know. Oh no!
And after this, it just got worse. Over the next 5
years,
Light's killings increased tenfold.
I didn't know
because
that.
There was nobody that could stop him. So this is the time where this man had to have dropped off at least 100,000 plus. Nigga, America claimed him as law. Judge, jury,
America
and executioner. Because they couldn't do nothing. Look at George Bush old ass. You know he ain't do shit. But I can't blame the old nigga because Light's reign of terror just got worse.
I didn't know it was that bad.
And worse.
I didn't know it was that bad. I didn't know it was as bad.
I mean, the nigga can control truck kun on command. And the most chilling thing this man ever did was go to L's grave and just start derangingly laughing his ass off.
Yeah,
look at this nigga. He has his ass up. He's twerking at his grave and spitting on his shit. I mean, look at that thing. That shit is moving. This nigga.
I was gonna say something. No, I'm gonna still say it. This is it, Al. This is my win, my perfect victory, or something like that. Dub is great.
Light said, "Fuck."
Oh God!
And with Light's victory, we now move into our final set of evidence.
All right, let's get it.
At this point in time, Light has taken the mantle of L. Yes, Light just didn't kill L. He took his whole flow, his whole name.
Word for word, bar for bar.
Nier and Mello are now on his ass.
I know about Nier.
So Mello and the Mafia decided to kidnap the director of the MPA so they could trade him for the Death Note. So guess what Light did? Ding, ding, ding. You probably guessed
of course.
it. Light kills the director of the MPA, so the Mafia will lose their leverage. But guess what? That's just the start of this last little list that I have. So you want to hear some more terrible shit?
No, not really. Okay.
So since Light killed the director of the MPA, Mello and the Mafia decided, let's kidnap this man's sister so they could get more leverage. So after this whole trade went down and they got
No, okay. He's not gonna kill his sister, right? He wouldn't. He's not that far gone, right? He's gonna kill his sister, right? Right? Nah, surely.
back his sister, she was so traumatized by this experience. Her mind was broken.
Oh.
She was so fucked up she couldn't even talk. Had her in a wheelchair and everything at Ark.
Oh, let me go back. Let me make sure I heard right. She got kidnapped.
Sister, so they could get more leverage. So after this whole trade went down and they got back his sister, she was so traumatized by this experience. Her mind was broken. She was so fucked up she couldn't even talk. Had her in a wheelchair and everything at Arkham Asylum. And his sister was sadly a victim of his actions. But guess who also was a victim of his actions?
Father?
His daddy.
Yeah, his father.
This man used his dad as a pawn. So to get back that Death Note, Light decided to relinquish his. It made Misa send a message that said Kira will be relinquishing his Death Note to somebody in the task force. And guess who took ownership of that Death Note and made the Shinigami ideal? His daddy. So later on, they end up raiding Mello's hideout. And at the end of the raid, Light tells his dad to confront Mello. So while Light's dad is confronting Mello, Light's dad was hesitant about writing his name down and killing him. So one of the dudes that was left alive shoots his dad in the back, and Mello blows up his hideout.
Is Melo
So
dead
after
too?
this,
Oh, no,
they are in
okay.
the hospital, and Light's dad is about to die. So you know what this sick, pathetic bastard does?
Surely he's like, oh, Dad, I'm sorry this happened to you. Please get better. I wish it never happened to you, right? You know, saying good things.
He says, Dad, please, before you go, you've got to write his name down.
Is this nigga serious?
Come on, old motherfucker, help me out here, damn it. Do something useful for your son before
Oh,
you
no, he is
Oh
so
my
far
God.
gone.
Get him the fuck out of here. Get him
The
the
round
please.
table.
Black, get him the
Is that in the
God.
bottom right corner?
Get him the
Yagami 23, Tokyo, Japan. Get out of here,
fuck
get out of
outta
here.
Get him the
Nah, he don't belong in this round
Black,
table.
get him the fuck out of here.
He don't belong in this
can't
table.
begin to tell you how pathetic this shit was. Yo dad is about to die. Because of your actions, by the way, and you begging this nigga to get somebody's name for your personal gain. Sick bastard. And this wasn't even the worst part. Since his dad had the Yagami eyes, he looked at Light and said, "Oh, sonny boy, I'm glad to see that you not Kira, because I could see your lifespan. I could die at peace." This man's dad died not knowing that his son was Kira because he relinquished that death note. Because the thing was that if you were a user of the death note, a person with Shinigami eyes could not see your lifespan.
Okay.
So his dad died living a lie. Sickening shit. And his blood is on Light's hands. So this man joins Doflamingo in the Patricide Club. Now we've come down to our last major victim. And this one was just peak manipulation. So while Kira's influence was growing stronger in the world, and Light was out here inciting riots to stop Meteor, he needed the right people to spread his message. So the ex-Kira, Teru Mikami, who was basically Light's right-hand man, that he personally chose, after making Misa relinquish her death note again and losing all of her memories, decided we need a change of management. So this fat nigga, Demigawa, who is the leader of Kira's kingdom and is the spokesperson for this cult, decided to stream their Sunday service on TV.
Tell me how you feel now. Yes, Lord.
So Mikami said,
Amen.
fuck these niggas. So he deleted every single one of these lunatics on live TV.
Delete.
Then he saved Demigawa's fat ass for last. He said, the doors of the church are open, but not for you.
Why
so
did you do
after
that?
Mikami disbanded the Church of Kira, he chose a loyal supporter of Kira to be the next spokesperson. And that was Kiyomi. He chose. So after Mikami disbanded the Church of Kira, he chose a loyal supporter of Kira to be the next spokesperson. And that was Kiyomi Takeda, Light's ex-girlfriend back in college.
Oh, I forgot she was still there.
So you see where this is probably gonna go, right?
Yep.
So Light convinced the task force that we should use Shorty to get some more leverage on Kira and find out who that is. But obviously, Light had ulterior motives with her. So one night, he meets up with her. So here go this manipulation Riz.
Oh, okay.
Shorty, you
Here we
looking
go.
as fine as ever. And he just had her in the palm of his hand. So he basically told her, look, Shorty, I'm Kira. And I see that my dog has chosen you as my spokesperson. So I'ma make you the god. I'm Kira. And I see that my dog has chosen you as my spokesperson. So I'ma make you the goddess of the new world. And she was so ecstatic. She was entrenched in this nigga. And yeah, y'all could probably guess what happened after this. Now they don't show it, but let's be real.
Yeah,
like the
it definitely happened. It definitely happened.
So after Light
He's getting crazy now with these edits. He's getting out of pocket now.
got done getting his freak on and getting Takeda to work with him, he had Shorty basically being another Kira. So he made Mikami make a fake notebook and sent the actual names to Takeda.
Okay, fake notebook to her with the real names, okay.
Bringing her in and making her do some damn killing. And she was just dignitized. She had that Jeffrey Dahmer syndrome when Shorty's was just fiending over that nigga.
Y'all are weird, but y'all people who fiend over Jeffrey Dahmer, that was weird. Y'all are weird.
For some odd reason. But time for shit to get crazy. So one day, Takeda ends up getting ran up on and kidnapped by Mello. So a couple hours passed, and Mello started trying to interrogate her. Bro pulled out the gun and said,
Oh,
all
he's
right,
alive.
chop, take off them clothes and start shaking them booty cheeks. I'ma blow your fucking brains out, bitch.
Whoa.
So while she starts stripping, she ends up taking a piece of the death note out that she had in her bra. So while Mello's transporting her in the back of this truck, she ends up calling Light, and she on the phone saying,
Oh my god, baby, please help me. This weird nigga came, put me in the back of a truck, and told me to shake my booty cheeks.
So Light said,
Baby, calm down. Now, did you do what I told you to do if you ever got in a situation like this?
Yeah.
and that is what she did because she wrote Mello's name down and killed that nigga.
Oh.
But
wait,
Lightning,
he's driving a car, right?
a sick and twisted bastard, decided, nah, I'ma get as much out of you as I can until your gas tank is empty, bitch. So Light told her on the phone,
The time has come.
Oh no.
Execute
Oh no.
Order 66.
so he made her call up Mikami and made her tell him, send me as many criminals as you can so I can go on a killing spree. So while she was doing that, Light was just sitting in the car on the way to go pick her up. And in his head, he just said, man, you know what? You should have never went to that frat party without me, bitch.
Wow.
And it was all over for Shorty. Light made her unalive herself by burning herself alive and setting everything on fire to get rid of every single piece of evidence.
Oh, he's diabolically evil. He's beyond far gone. He's Satan himself.
And just like that was Light Yagami's final victim. Because the next day on January 28th, this nigga got yeah, I'm not gonna lie, with the final confrontation with Nier, Light got cooked. This nigga went out
I remember this
so
one.
sad, bro. Nier read this motherfucker like a book. It was actually fucking hilarious seeing this nigga lose his mind. Because Mikami utterly failed. So Light tried to pull a fast one, but Matsuda just dumped bullets in his ass. So for Light to escape, Mikami just unalived himself. Nigga committed seppuku, and Light just ran away.
A lot
And they
happened
didn't
here.
even bother chasing him. He was done. So Ryuk, watching over the whole thing, was just like, well, I'll give it to you, Light. You was one entertaining motherfucker, but I need my notebook back. And on January 28th, 2010, anime's most deadliest serial killer dies of
Do I
a
salute
heart
that? I don't salute that. We don't
Man,
salute that.
how everything comes
We
full
don't salute
fucking
that.
circle,
Yeah.
doesn't it, buddy?
The circle of life. We don't salute that. We do not salute
All right,
that, man.
everybody, it's time for our final
He was
tally.
doing too many diabolical things that I cannot salute for.
Now, obviously, keeping kill count in this is literally impossible because there were mad off-screen deaths. And he just wasn't killing criminals, he was killing innocent people too.
Yes,
and also
yes, he
people
was.
with just petty crimes. He probably killed your ass if you got a speeding ticket. Because this
Probably.
motherfucker was just evil. I mean, you know how many families he probably tore apart doing this shit? A lot! Shit, one like equals one prayer for these families, man. But here's what we'll do. If one of y'all can get an actual reasonable number and people actually agree with you, I'll pin the comment and we'll make that our number. But you know what
Okay,
that number
okay.
gonna be right now? Drum roll, please.
I'm gonna guess 200,000. No, wait, no, it's over 5 years. No, he killed over 100,000 people. Oh, no, I think, yeah, 5-year time gap. So I'm gonna say like, I don't know, like 200,000? Okay, well, cool.
It is what it is.
All right, buddy.
Anyways, man, case closed. And that is another installment of Anime's Deadliest Serial Killers. So hope y'all enjoyed and get
I
ready,
did.
baby. Because our next
Oh, is that the Shredder? Is that Shredder I see? That's definitely Shredder. That is definitely Shredder.
trial is gonna be the beefiest one we've ever had. Yes, I'm already giving you a warning right now. So, this trial is gonna be the beefiest one we've ever had. Yes,
Okay, no, finished. Okay.
I'm already giving you a warning right now. So, until then, I'm out this, huh? Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering if
At
you could do
Mint Mobile, we
Thank you,
like.
Ryan. I was wondering if you could do another cartoon, like video, like a cartoon character video. I didn't expect Shredder. I did not expect him. I don't know too much about TMNT, but I know Shredder. Like when Shredder shows up, things get serious. Like, oh shoot, it's Shredder. Oh damn, what do we do? I know that for the Turtles. Yeah, we're gonna give that a like real quick. Let's see if anyone gave a number. Fun fact: for all of his crimes, including one listed in the sequel and the manga, Light Yagami sentence in the U.S. would be 33,800 all that years. And 397 death sentences. Okay, that's scary. Okay, that's not the number I wanted to see, but yeah, nah, nah, alrighty. That man's a lunatic. Yeah, I did not know how crazy this Light was. I didn't know. Yeah, no, I feel Right. This is way worse than Hero. With Hero's situation, he didn't have that emotions, or he didn't like know right from wrong, kind of. But with Light, he knows right from wrong. It's just his God complex is too much. He's like, man, I'm God. I do whatever I want. I don't care. My father, I'll use him. My lover, I'll use her. My other lover that loves me but I hate her, I'll use her too. I don't care. As long as I win in the end, I win. He gotta go down a Hall of Fame of like best manipulators in the world. He's with there with Aizen. He's with there with I guess that guy from Monster that he showed up. I think it's called Monster. Who's else is a manipulator? I can't think of any like notable manipulators right now at the top of my head. This is too much right now. I didn't know how bad it got in this show. But dang, it's kind of hard to root for Light Yagami. Like I couldn't even give him a salute. I'm like, nah, what you did some too many heinous things. I cannot salute for you. I cannot. So far, we've seen our Kid Boos or Aizen's. Wait, did we see Aizen? Wait, did he make an Aizen video? I think he did. Yeah, he definitely did. I think so. Yeah, no, he did. I was there. Yeah. Did he? I don't know anymore. But you know, the Alucard, Revi, Kenpachi, Broly, all them. But this one like is a special case. Like Yagami, because he's a human. He's just a regular human. But he's killed so many people with just a pen and paper. Wild. That's wild to me. But I'm gonna stop yapping. I got some more videos I want to check out, including that RDC video that dropped recently. So hope you enjoy my reaction, and thank you for watching. My cup of tea is out of here. See you later. And oh man, I thought maybe we'll do like one positive thing. Like he went on a downward spiral so fast. Like it wasn't like oh okay, maybe you know, I'll entertain this evil thought in my brain. Nah, I'ma do it. Full send it. I got power. Full send it. If you even get a hint of me, I'm killing you. If I feel you're like even a 1% of a threat to me, you're dying. I do not care. And he could use this power for good. He could have used it. But no.